NF number 5
Oh
is
God,
Nightmare
no.
Fredbear. Nightmare
No.
Fredbear has a unique feature, which is that when
then
he
he's
enters
big.
the
Look at
game,
his
he
freaking
replaces
claws.
all other
No.
animatronics. His behavior is pretty much a combination of all the other animatronics blended together. In some way, I would say he is a boss character, and I think the reason why is because he was the one who bit the child in the bite of 87, causing him naturally to be the most scary animatronic in the eyes of the child. NF number 4 is Nightmare Chica. I can't tell how many
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Dazzy Gang channel. Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. Alright you guys. You guys have been going crazy about wanting me to look at Five Nights at Freddy's 4 Top 10 animatronics. Oh my goodness. My face is probably going to be covered up the entire time because it's some freaking looking, these characters, they not on some normal stuff. Well, the game ain't normal anyway, but they're not on no normal stuff. So, we're gonna go ahead and, come on. We're gonna go ahead and pop into the video.
FNAF 4. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's do this. Up at number 10,
this.
we have Nightmare Bonnie.
Already
Nightmare
off the
Bonnie
bat.
is usually the very first animatronic to appear when you start playing FNAF 4, which is why I put
And
him
he's
on
a
number
nightmare?
10. He's definitely scary, especially the first time you see him, but he's
Yeah.
not quite as scary as the other ones. He
Okay,
does
I'ma
look quite
shut up.
badass and has 2 rows of sharp teeth, and just like the other Nightmare animatronics, he had a huge redesign in FNAF 4, as well as a nice new manicure. And at number 9, we have Plush Trap. Now, if you believe
Okay,
the
that's
Dream
not so
Theory,
bad.
Plush Trap is actually Finger Trap that you meet in the minigame that's held by the little girl. In FNAF 4, Plush Trap haunts your dreams between the nights, and if you beat him, you get to skip the
So
first
he's a
few hours on the next
smaller
night.
spring
I'd say
trap?
Plush Trap is the least nightmare-ish out of all the animatronics in FNAF 4, because other than his size and his sharp teeth, there haven't been all that many changes between him and his non-nightmare version. And at number 8, we have the classic Nightmare Freddy. Nightmare Freddy was the very first Nightmare animatronic to have been teased by Scott Cawthon when he announced FNAF 4, and he looks pretty damn cool. He even has an almost Freddy Krueger-esque appearance, and that's without mentioning his little swarm of Freddles crawling around him. I remember when we first saw this Freddy Fazbear for the first time, and I was so excited, and I gotta say, even though he looks so damn cool, I was a little bit disappointed in his in-game behavior. I feel like he may be a little bit too easy. Like, if you are in any way a half-decent player, you will not get jump scared by him at all. Despite that, I think he deserves the number 8 spot on this list. And at number 7, we have Nightmare Foxy. Nightmare Foxy's behavior in FNAF 4 is probably the most unique out of all the animatronics. He doesn't try to get into your room and then immediately jump scare you like the other animatronics. Instead, he first tries to get into your room, and then once he's inside, he hides in the closet and begins his second behavior phase, where he will leave the closet and finally jump scare you if you don't check on him enough, just like the behavior of Foxy in FNAF 1. And at number 6, we have Nightmare Mangle, which actually is Foxy's replacement in the FNAF 4 Halloween update. Now, naturally, of course, Nightmare Mangle is very similar to Foxy, except it has a few differences, such as when it enters your closet, it starts doing a static noise, which is helpful to let you know when Mangle is in the room, but also it impedes you because it makes it more difficult to hear the breathing of the animatronics when you're at the door. And at number 5 is Nightmare Fredbear. Nightmare Fredbear has a unique feature, which is that when he enters the game, he replaces all other animatronics. His behavior is pretty much a combination of all the other animatronics blended together. In some way, I would say he is a boss character, and I think the reason why is because he was the one who bit the child in the bite of 87, causing him naturally to be the most scary animatronic in the eyes of the child. And at number 4 is Nightmare Chica. I can't tell how many times I got jump scared by her, and I'd even say I probably probably got jump scared by her the most out of any animatronic in FNAF 4.
Why they gotta
Mostly
be
because
so
if you
big?
don't check on her quickly enough, she can get into your room extremely quickly, and when she does,
looking
she
like a
will
whole
send her
booger wolf
cupcake
out
after
here,
you,
man.
or her pumpkin if you're playing the Halloween edition. NF number 3
Can't even let
is
no
Nightmare BB, who replaces Plush Trap in the Halloween edition. Nightmare BB is basically BB after hitting puberty. His voice is deeper and has a slower pitch,
still
and he
short.
looks so freaking creepy. I mean, look at those freaking hands. Honestly,
looks
I
better
prefer
than the
him
rest
much
of them.
more than Plush Trap. He looks way creepier, and also I heard that Scott said sometime that Nightmare BB is actually canon. I may be wrong, I don't know. And also, I don't know about you guys,
He gonna
but
say
the
he
art
don't wanna
style
look
on
creepy.
Nightmare BB reminds me a lot of the FNAF fan game Five Nights at Chum Buckets. So yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like him for some reason, but personally he is hands down one of my favorite animatronics in FNAF 4. And NF number 2 is Nightmare. This animatronic is shrouded in a lot of mystery. His role in the FNAF story is unclear, and it's unclear whether or not he even has a role. His name is Cryptic, and he is the most powerful animatronic in FNAF 4. Nightmare is basically a more powerful version of Fredbear, and he replaces Fredbear whenever you play Nightmare mode or 420 mode. Nightmare also has a very mysterious look. It's a black bear wearing a golden tie and top hat. Very unusual. And now finally for number 1 we have Nightmarion. So obviously Nightmarion is a combination between the words nightmare and marionette. And what Nightmarion does is he replaces Nightmare, but he looks even more badass and creepy. Like honestly, this may be the coolest model Scott has made so far
crazy.
in my honest opinion. I just love this new style. I love the monochrome mix between black and white, and I love his sharp teeth and the way his arms look like tentacles twisted into each other, and the way his thoracic cage sticks out of his torso. It just looks so freaking badass. Like, god damn it, just look at it. Just
No! Get it out!
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this list of top 10
Are y'all serious? No. As if playing the regular game wasn't bad enough, they had to go and make a nightmare mode. Like, I don't even want to play the first game. Like, who would do something like this? And then for Smike to be saying the whatever his name was, Marinetti, Moanetti, some was cool looking. Are you, dude? Yo, Smike, if you watching my video, want me to do gameplay next video? Give this video a comment, share, and don't forget to always subscribe and tell other people to subscribe and join the Dazzy Gang Dazz Crew. Alright y'all, this has been another mission completion, and we out of here. Eat some more turkey.